Self-development will improve your mental health. A lot of you are struggling with anxiety, depression, PTSD, trauma, whatever that is that you're struggling with, and that I'm here to tell you that self-development will improve it. This is coming from personal experience. Now, before we get started, you already know what to do, man. Make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to hit the red subscribe button. The channel's all about self-development and becoming the best you. And make sure to comment down below. Now, self-development will improve your mental health. Now, this one personal experience. I can tell you my own personal experience with mental health and that, but everyone's reason is different. Everyone's cause of their mental issues is different. But I'm here to tell you that once you're on this self-development journey of improving yourself and that, whether that's mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, and that, it makes your mental health problems a lot better, especially when you improve yourself psychologically and mentally, because you'll realize that a lot of the things that you're suffering with is just perspective, and it's like self-inflicted. Yeah, self-inflicted most of the time, and that, a lot of people may not be happy to hear that, because a lot of people feel like the mental health problem is genetics or it's just what it is and that. But I'm telling you right now, most of the mental health problems is self-inflicted. Now we're gonna get into it. Let's talk about my personal experience in that. Me personally, the main thing that I used to suffer with was anxiety. I was quite an anxious person, someone who always wanted to plan ahead, trying to pre-predict situations, trying to be in the future, trying to, and I still have them traits in me now, but now I don't view it like that. I think that's a very big point. Once you stop viewing yourself as a mental health patient, I am depression, because the people identify with what they're suffering with. I am depression. I am an anxious person. I have this, the moment you do that, then you basically solidified it. You put yourself in that box and that. Because everyone has a stage where they're thinking they're a bit anxious, or they're a bit depressed or but once you identify and you tell every single person that you come across that you are depression, that you are anxiety, then how can you escape it? Now let's talk about my personal thing. Like I said, I used to be quite anxious, trying to plan ahead and that. Now, once I got into my self-development journey of obviously working out, reading, meditating and all that, it's especially when I go to the gym, especially for me, gym is crucial, man, for my everything, man. If I feel stressed, I feel angry, once I bang out that session, boom, I just come from the gym right now. I don't know if you can, I don't know if you can tell, come on, but yeah, come back from the gym right now, but when I do come from there and I leave and I eat a nice meal, that's it. I ain't got no problems. There is no problem. There is no anxiety. Everything's eradicated. That's what working out does for me. When I meditate, when I sit down and meditate, just shut everything off for 10, 15 minutes and that, I focus on my breath. Whoa, it's like a new life. I'm a new person and that. I have a new perspective. Same with reading, especially the self-help books and that, books that talk about the mind and perspective. Once I read that, boom, it's clicked in and it's all that one thinking, it's just, what I'm saying to you? It's like the antidote, if you ask me personally, it's the antidote, and in a way, you could say everyone's using their own way to deal with their, let's say, mental health. Some people smoke a little weed, smoke a cigarette. Some people drink. That's how they cope with it, But I'm here to tell you that you need to use the positive alternative. Drinking, smoking, gambling, going out to the club. I refer to that as a negative, a way of dealing with your issues that you're having. You understand that? And they only make it worse. They amplify it, make it much, much worse. You think in the short term you're feeling better, but in the long term you're adding to it. You feel me? But once you take the other route of working out, eating healthy, meditating, reading, then slowly, you're pulling away from the shackles and that you've put yourself in. You understand that? That's why I titled it, Self-Development Will Improve Your Mental Health and that. Once you're on this journey, you'll see, the way you're thinking, the way you're feeling, your perspective of life, everything enhances, and you get better and better, stronger and stronger, wiser and wiser, to the point where it's you're thinking, whoa, you look back at yourself, why was I even suffering from that? That's crazy, And another thing I want to talk about is perspective. It's perspective is one of the biggest reasons people suffer. Because think about it. Okay, really think about it now. The thing is, the reason I say self-inflicted is that, let's say you went through some childhood trauma, I don't know, wherever that may be, and I don't know. Let's say your parents died, one of your parents died. Let's say your dad died, for example, hypothetically speaking, of course. Now, Two people can go through the same thing and have different outcomes. Someone could lose their dad at a young age and then turn into an alcoholic, a drug addict, and just be someone who's just a victim of life. that another person could go through that same experience. They could be twins, in fact, and that to make it even more specific. The other person could take that as motivation to step up for the family, to be successful, to elevate himself and that. So that there in itself shows that it's perspective. Why did that person go there and that person go there? This person perceives it as like a curse or like a life sentence, and just like he's not favored, With that other person looks like, okay, I'm using that pain, because all it is pain. I'm going to use that to cultivate that and transmutate that into something successful. You understand? So same with your depression, wherever that is that you suffered from the past and that. You can keep looking at that, oh my God, in the past, yeah, man, I went through this. And I'm not saying that it's a good thing, but you can dwell upon that, or you can use that as fuel and do something with it. Instead of feeling sorry for yourself and that. Do something with that energy. Instead of sitting there like, oh, why did that happen to me? I remember that day. And yes, bro, everyone goes through hard times. Everyone loses family members. Everyone goes through trauma. Everyone goes through everything. What's the difference between the ones that use that and go up and the ones that suffer from it? It's perspective. It's perspective, the way you think about it. You understand? And that's why the self-development journey that I keep speaking about will teach you that. Especially when you read the self-help book, you focus on mindset, you listen to podcasts, and you're watching videos that are uplifting you. You understand? Everything comes from what you consume. If you consume negativity, if you consume, just think about it, if you're around negative friends, in a negative household, you're consuming negative music videos that just talk about sex, drugs and all that, you're in a negative work environment, bro, how can you grow from that? You cannot grow from that environment. Because what you have to remember, everything that goes into your mind, it stays in your mind. If someone talks negative, that's in your mind. If someone talks positive, that's in your mind. So you need to put yourself in that position. This is all part of the self-development journey. Okay, you know what? My household, my parents are a bit negative, my friends are negative. I'm going to distance myself. I'm going to get my own place if you're capable of doing it. You know what? Them friends there, they're not even serving me. They're not actually helping me. They're actually putting me down. I'm going to distance myself. Okay, that workplace I'm at is full of negative people. I'm going to leave that. You know what I'm saying? You have to make a conscious choice in that, because everything has an impact on you. You feel me? So once you're on this journey of self-development, I'm telling you, bro, your mental health will get a lot better. You'll get a lot better. You'll just grow as a person, man, day by day, bro. Like literally, once you're fully committed to this journey, like every week, every month, you're a different person. You're a different person. If you look back, like, yo, who was that person last week? Like, I don't know who that is. You know what I'm saying to you? Next month, you're different. You just like the way you're climbing and just elevating is just a blessing, man. So that's the message of the video, man. I strongly encourage you to start something today. Just do 10 push-ups right now. You're in the game. You started. Read 1 page of a book, 2 pages. Listen to a podcast. If you're watching these type of videos, then I know you're already on the way in that, or you already started in that, but just listen to a podcast, something positive. Wherever you feed your mind is what the mind is going to bring forth to you, So I want to talk a different video about the mindset of self-development, but I appreciate you for watching the video to the end. Hopefully the video brought you value. If it did, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to hit the red subscribe button. You can share the video with someone who you think needs this and that. And definitely comment down below, man. Let me know what you get from the video or what you want to see. Check out the socials in the description, man. I appreciate it. Come on.